Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, March 9th, 2023, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm trying to see if I'm unmuted. Okay, good. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back for more. Thank you very much. This is my full-time job. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator 21 years. And so you're watching this video, clicking like, saying hi, all that stuff helps me. So thank you very much. Good morning over here. First one's here, Sue Zastrel from overcast Green Bay, Wisconsin. She says, waiting for the next snowstorm to roll in this evening. Crazy. I'm in Midlothian, Texas, and it is, or this morning, I don't know if it still is, it was very, very foggy. And we are, maybe going to get some rain later today. And it's going to be like 68, so not really cold. Dora, good morning. Julie, hello. Hey, Sandy, cloudy and cold southern tier of New York. Woo. Janet, Cindy, good morning. Let me look over here for my Facebook users. Pat, good morning, and thanks for sharing. Jackie and Charlotte, good morning to you guys. And let's see, Catherine, look who's up. Woohoo! So early, Catherine. And which time zone are you in? Second, Pat, good morning. And Cindy, good morning. Sorry, I'm making sure I'm not missing those names here. Oh, Dora, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Very sweet of you. Cindy Andrews, West Central Illinois. It's cold and rainy here in Monmouth, I think. Love it. Jean, Robin, good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Jean in North Dakota. Vicky, clear in northern Minnesota, but expecting snow today. That's crazy. There's still snow coming, but I guess it's only March. I did, this is random story, but I went to New York for spring break several years ago. I don't remember how many. And it was the year they had a blizzard on spring break. It wasn't like a danger of getting trapped there. We arrived before the blizzard happened and we left after, but it was crazy. It was so cold. I had like a hole in my boot. And so I was joking that I was getting frostbite because we were, of course, walking everywhere. It was funny. But yeah, so I know it can definitely still keep snowing at this time of year. Julie, thanks for sharing. And Cindy, Stacy in South Florida, hello, thanks for sharing. Hey, Ramona, good morning to you. Thanks for sharing. And Virginia in Minnesota. All right, good to see everybody here. Please feel free as you come on to continue to say hi and or just make any comment you like, because that will get you entered to make the 3 cards I'm making today. And I'll show you those stamp sets in a minute because I have sort of a hot mess in front of me. But you will have a chance to win those just by commenting on the video on YouTube or Facebook. And you'll get a second chance to win if you share the video. Just make sure you comment that you shared it so I will know to enter you for that, or my helper will. Quick reminder, over on YouTube later today in the description, there will be timestamps, and that is where I go through the video and mark when I start talking about events, specials, stamp card 1, card 2, card 3, and so on. So that will allow you to skip around to whatever section you like, and that will be this afternoon. And then tomorrow, I'll add a link over here to my tutorial store where I just added a couple of new tutorials yesterday, and more are coming soon. And by next Friday, I'll have all 4 for the monthly classes on there as well. So that is where you can find that stuff. All right. I'm going to jump into my upcoming events. So like I said, full-time job. I have lots of events anyone in the U.S. can take. in person or to go. And for all of my events, we're going to cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated in the class description. You will cut your own designer paper or kit components if they're included with the fee. Of course, you have a PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions and all of the measurements to do all of that stuff. You can get the tutorials for all of my events anywhere in the world. Only in the US you can take the actual classes. And only certain ones are offered in person. And those are these 4 classes I do every single month: card class, Stamp-A-Stack, scrapbook, and sampler. So those classes in person are March 18th. Yes. And the to-go kits are mailed March 20th. Of course, you can also pick them up from me if you're local. And the card class and scrapbook, you need to register by March 16th or while supplies last. And again, in person on the 18th or mailed on the 20th. So card class is 4 cards. We're going to use Irresistible blooms and lighting the way bundles. And I'm making those cards today on this video. So you will get to see card class right now. I'm not making the 4th card, but I'll show it. So that's card class. It's $15 free with a $20 order. And in my email that goes out today at 1 p.m., I'll have the link to register for that class. And when you register for it is when you get the host code to place your order, or I can invoice you for the fee. Same thing for scrapbook class, 3 12x12 pages, $15 free with a $20 order. Last month in February, we made this page plus 2 others. And this month in March, we'll make page 2. Super cute. And 2 more additional pages that I probably will be designing Sunday due to my schedule this week. And anyway, so those 2 classes are while supplies last. You can register for them now. Hey, Marcia, thanks for sharing. Good morning, Sherry. Marcia is in Wisconsin. Hello. Bonnie in Southwest Ohio. Nice to see you. Linda in Idaho. Linda's probably cooking breakfast right now. Vicki shared. Thank you. Hey, Becky. Good morning. Dora, thank you for sharing. Sandy, good morning. Hey, Carmen. Good to see you. I think you're getting mail from me today, Carmen. I checked tracking. Hopefully you're getting mail today. Jean shared. Thank you. Hey, Mary. Good morning. Ooh, Vicki, my birthday is next week. And there have been blizzards for it a few times. But since we've gone to the zoo in Duluth since then, it's been so nice because we went to the zoo in Duluth. Awesome. Yes, these blizzards are crazy. Virginia in Minnesota. Good morning. I may be caught up. Hey, Stacy. Now I forgot who I said hi to. Vicky's expecting snow today. Woo. Marcia shared. Thank you. Hey, Cindy. Good morning. Darlin in Florida. Awesome. Thank you, guys. That's 2 Cindys in a row that shared. Thank you to each Cindy. And let's see who's here. Elner. Good morning. Okay. So next 2 classes, again, they happen on March 18th in person. They're mailed on March 20th. They're Stamp-A-Stack and Sampler, but you need to register for these by March 12th. It's an earlier date because there's a lot more involved to prep for these. So you need to either join the club or register by March 12th. My clubs are a subscription club. These clubs I'm referring to, a subscription club that happen every month. Of course, you can cancel anytime. You get $20 or more in merchandise every month. You get a PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions and measurements. You get, you can build up your stamp collection slowly by adding on the bundles at a discount each time, if you choose. That's always optional. And after 6 consecutive months of being in club with me, you get $25 in merchandise of your choice. So it's a great deal, and I believe I said, but you can cancel at any time. We try to do a gift, so we call it an occasional gift, but lately we haven't missed a month in quite a while. And I posted a sneak peek in my VIP Facebook group. You can join that in the links in the video description, Facebook, YouTube. And I posted yes, I did post a sneak peek this morning, and I'm emailing it out tomorrow as well of your gift this month. So join the club, but if you don't want to join, you can also register just for the one-time sampler or stamp a stack or both, of course. So let me start with sampler because that's first on my list here. Sampler is, again, over 20 in merchandise. It cost $28 for club members, $30 for non-club members. It's adorable. This is 12 by 12. That looks little to me. It's 12 by 12. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can for you. You cut your own designer paper. You get the PDF tutorial. You can take it in person to go, or even check out the supplies from me. And you do get the 12 by 12 pieces. Of course, I don't cut those in half. So any questions on that, let me know. That's a piece of art you can frame, decorate your home, give as a gift. It makes a great housewarming or like a host gift, or just a friend gift or birthday or whatever. Anyway, so that sampler. Stamp a Stack is $30 for club members and $32 for non-club members. 12 cards, 4 designs, over 20 in merchandise. It's like an incredible deal. So I only have 3 of the cards here because I've given one to Landa. I thought my stuff was backwards. So anyway, these are 3 of the 4 cards. The 4th one is a fun fold. And so I gave it to her so she could get a head start on, because she's going to cut, score, die cut for y'all. This fun fold card, 3 of them per person. So you're going to want to take it. I've got a sneak peek out there of that card. It's like a window. It stands up. It's 3D. It has a window sheet in there. It's really pretty. That's using the 2-tone Flora bundle, by the way, and the Something Fancy bundle for the words, but you can substitute any greetings you want. I forgot to say sampler is the Easter Bunny bundle. Super cute. Okay, so that's those classes, and register for the last 2 I just said by March 12th, this Sunday, individual or, what am I saying? Oh, individual or join the club. But okay. Next up is bingo is tonight. Now I know it's tonight. It's on Zoom, but I do have 1 packet left. So if anyone wants that, I could mail it to you and text or email you your bingo cards, and you can just stamp later. Or if you're local, you can pick it up from me. So 1 bingo, it's Marigold Moments. I think the cards are gorgeous. Plus you get to be on Zoom with your friends or make new friends on Zoom and play bingo, have a chance to win some prizes, and 4 gorgeous make and takes. So that's tonight. But next up that you can register for is Retreat in a Box. Yay. The link is out there. You can register now. This is a really awesome class. Like, it's super packed full of value. So we're using Irresistible Blooms for Retreat in a Box. For the make and takes, I should say, the 10 make and takes. That's the top left corner there. And those dies went not orderable, but they are coming back April 17th. So that's great. Stampin' Up. A lot of dies are coming back April 17th. Apparently a shipment is coming in, obviously. That's an estimated date, of course. Sometimes those dates, they happen sooner. But of course, we don't know. Anything can happen in the world if it is later. Anyway, but you're going to get that designer paper with your fee, some accessories and embellishments and, all that stuff. And then so for Retreat in a Box, you get over $50 in merchandise, 10 or more make and takes. We usually do a sampler, cards, scrapbook pages, and sometimes like 3D items, but at least 10 make and takes, guaranteed cards for sure. Gifts from April and I, and an exclusive bag for our retreat. So you can take that whole thing to go. And you need to register. I wrote down my notes by April 9th, and it will be mailed April 28th. You can also attend this retreat in person. You still have time to register for that, and we do still have space. It's April 20th through 23rd in person in Temple, Texas. And then I have more to say about the retreat, but let me just show you real quick the in-person information. Huge facility, 8-foot table, lots of space. You can do your make and takes right there with our stamps and inks. I'm watching my cat currently dump every single bit of her water on the floor. And I'm so annoyed I can't go over there and stop her because it's like all the water. But she does this all the time. But usually I stop her because it's really messy. Anyway, in person, hang out with crafty friends. You get a bed, you get meals, you get to have, of course, the fun with the other crafters that are there. Hang out with me in April, use our supplies. It's just a lot of fun, but you can also take it to go. Okay, along with Retreat in a Box, there are 2 optional classes, the wrong slide, that you can add on. So I'm doing the Legendary Ride class. So they're both Stamp-A-Stacks. You'll make 12 cards, 3 designs, 4 of each. You get over $35 in merchandise in each class. And if you only want, and April's doing Desert Details. Say you only want Desert Details class. Yes, you can do that. You only want Legendary Ride. Yes. You want the Retreat plus Desert. Yes. Only the 2 class. Like any combination you want is what you can do. So you can mix and match this however you like. We will post sneak peeks as soon as we have them, but neither one of us have had time to do any designing yet. So, of course, it's on my list for this weekend, but it may not happen. But, we'll do it as soon as we can for both of us. Okay, so that is Retreat and Retreat in a Box. And then next up is that other graphic I just skipped past, Easter Bunny Going Carrots. I have these cards right here. This is a super cute class. Alejandra named it. She's someone I do events with. She's a team member, Alejandra Gomez and Jennifer. And so she called it Easter Bunny Going Carrots. So within this class, you'll use your Easter Bunny bundle or stamp set and the Thanks a Bunch celebration stamp set that is retired, but you can get it free in this class. So when you register, you can add it on for free if you don't have it. And I have a lot of those stamp sets, but there is obviously when I run out, I run out. So it's while supplies last on the free stamp set. 6 super cute cards. I actually have made my 3 on a past video. And 3 are designed by Alejandra. Of course, you're going to get step-by-step PDF tutorial. It's a fun fold there. From each of us and all the supplies you need to make them. You're going to get a bunch of dollars in product with your fee and the free stamp set. Like, it's a super cute class. 6 cards. Let me read my notes here. Ribbon, designer paper, gems, etc. with the fee, PDF tutorial. And you will be able to purchase the PDF tutorial only. That'll be in my online store soon. Kits will be mailed by March 27th, and you need to register by March 20th. So today's the 9th. So March 20th is the deadline to register for this class. A link for that will be in my 1 o'clock email. Scroll to the bottom, and you'll see the links to register for all of the events I'm telling you about today that are eligible to register for. Now, this next one is just a sneak peek of the this birthday piggy class I'm doing with Alejandra Gomez. So I have all 6 cards here. They're adorable. This front one is my favorite one. I just think it's so cute. But anyway, 6 cards using this birthday piggy and the dies. And so more, just watch for info coming out about this class very soon. I don't remember our release date, but it's going to be another to-go class. This will be one where you'll die cut what comes in the piggy dies because they're actually going to be included with your fee if you don't have them. So super cute. So watch for that coming out. I think you're really going to love those cards. And they do have a retired designer paper. I think you're getting a 1/4 of a pack. I think you're getting a 12 by 12 sheet of each design with that class. So coming soon. All right. I think that's all. Well, my crafting cruise, but besides that, those are the main events I have coming up right now that you guys can register for all over the US. And if you need links or anything, let me know. You can also join my email list. There's a link already in the description of this video, Facebook and YouTube, so that you'll get the notifications and reminders and deadlines and all that. You can join my VIP Facebook group. Again, links in the videos. I believe it's all I know everything is in YouTube. I think it's in Facebook as well, but if not, I edit that after this video and add. But the VIP Facebook group, I can also update you about my classes, remind you of deadlines and all that stuff. So that's how you would find out and get the links, or just email or message me. All right, so I do have some show and tell stuff to show you down on my table. I also want to remind you, of course, as you know, Stampin' Up, as you probably know, maybe not, Stampin' Up just released some new products on March 1st in our online store only. So anyone can purchase these. You can message your demonstrator, me, hopefully, and have them order for you. But they're just located in the online store. So I have links. There's a link on the blog. There's a link in the emails that say click here to view the quote online exclusives. There's at least 3 pages worth, maybe more. Make sure you scroll through every page because some of the new stuff is at the back. Some of the just released is at the back. The circle punches went not orderable real fast, but they're coming back, I believe, April 17th. Hey, Sharon in Ohio. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Carol in Connecticut. Diana in North Carolina. Thanks for sharing. Linda Carver shared. Thank you. Hey, Tammy. Good morning. Darlin says liked. Thank you. Yes, please feel free to give me a thumbs up on both platforms or whichever platform you're on. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Lori. Thanks for liking and sharing. Let me see over here. We have, oh, yep, that was Elmer. I said hi to you. Belinda in Washington State. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to glance at this report from Stampin' Up. This report, the circle punches. It's 1 3/4 and 2-inch circle punches are back for now, but they temporarily went out until April 17th. So again, that's the big order day apparently. Also, the loose dots are coming back, I think in May 1st, estimated. And the Irresistible Blooms dies April 17th. But anyway, the point is new product is out there. It is while supplies last. Also, pretty much everything is while supplies last. This book, we don't know. We don't know what's going to retire when Stampin' Up releases the retiring list March 29th. Demonstrators get to see it first. You should join my team. That's how you get to order first, see first, know first. But we are in a time right now that, you know, Stampin' Up might not be reordering things that they know is going to retire. So an example is the Heron dies. I think that's how you say it. So I'll show you what they are real quick. It's with an H. Yes. These sold out. And they're not coming. They're in the sold out list, not coming back list on our inventory report. That's the annual catalog, the big one. So obviously that must be going to retire and the dies are gone. We have a lot of dies on low inventory right now, but I don't know if that means they're retiring or not. I don't know if that means they'll come back when they run out. My point is, same thing for this book. Anything you see that you want, I would buy it now. You're taking a gamble if you wait until March 29th and then April 1st when they go while supplies last. I believe it's April 1st. Anything you want, you are gambling that it might not be there. And if you're okay with that, cool. And if not, get it now. That goes with colors too, because we are having a color refresh. And so we don't know what colors are staying and which ones are going. These, I'm going to bring this slide up real quick. These are the ones that were supposed to retire. But now that we're having a refresh, they might bring them back into the fold. They might not. We don't know yet. We'll know March 29th. So hopefully I'm making sense. The point is, if you wait until the list comes out, that's when that creates that urgency and things sell out. And then some things won't sell out. We don't, like it'll be on the list and they might have 10,000 in the warehouse. Who knows? So I just want to give you fair warning of this product might sell out. Another set of dies. Oh, wow, Jean, that's crazy. She says she was able to order a circle punch yesterday. I just missed that, obviously. I check those reports just because I do this, with the classes I do, and I know I'm offering things. I'm including things in classes coming up. And so I'm constantly checking that report on the demonstrator side. And I'm going to go over to it real quick, the inventory report. And anyway, I never saw them move out and back in, but it's not like I'm watching it every minute. It's like 3 or 4 times a day. But that's cool that you were able to get them. So I forgot what well, let me just real quick call out. These are not orderable, but yes, they're coming back. By the way, if you go to the online store, my store, jennifers.stampinup.net, links in the descriptions, and shop, I forgot y'all can see me. I can't see myself right now. If you say you go and look up 1 3/4 inch circle punch, it will say currently unavailable. That means it's coming back. Any product that says currently unavailable, it's coming back. If you can't find it in the online store, for example, Heron dies should not be in the online store. It's not coming back. Also, I'm trying to scroll down here. Not coming back. Adhesive back Milky Dots. Seasonal labels dies. Loki Clover Punch, as we know. So those shouldn't be in the online store as far as I know, but everything else will just say currently unavailable. So low inventory dies are Birdhouse dies, Wisteria dies, Willow dies, Fish Builder Punch, Let's Celebrate embossing folders, Pretty Pop-Up dies, Stylish Shapes dies, which those go low inventory all the time. I doubt they'll retire, but who knows? Quatrefoil embossing folder. So anyway, who knows? They're low, but more could be coming in. They don't tell us that part. Loose Frosted Dots May 1st, Loose Daisy Embellishments March 20th. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful to you guys and a little more informative of, it looks like a bunch of stuff is gone, but really they're waiting on more inventory because it takes a while to get here from China. And there's still supply chain issues. All right. Woohoo, Jean. Yes. Sometimes that happens. What you're saying, Jean, is that something will come back in stock and it's like a really small quantity or something and it sells right back out. So that's cool that you were able to get it. Awesome. And I do that too, by the way. Side note, like I'm just trying to give you all tips. When I'm placing orders and I've been waiting on something to come back, even though it says it in the inventory report, I try to order it anyway. And sometimes I get lucky. Usually not, but sometimes it's like that glitchy time where we got a few more in and we put them back in the store. So that's a tip. Just try to order it. See if it lets you or not. Hey, SGS, good morning. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down. I kind of got distracted, like why I was looking over there. Lots of show and tell here. I do want to, what do I want to share first? I'll share this new product. Just the things that I've gotten in or whatever since I've shown you other stuff. So this is the silver and gold trim combo pack, currently available in the online store. It's an online exclusive. It's really pretty. So on one side, you kind of have a white center, and on the other side, it's solid silver or gold. And it's thin. It's like probably 1/8 of an inch wide. It's real soft, easy, going to be easy to tie bows. And we're actually using this in our retreat in a box. We're including that with your fee, this ribbon. So you'll get to use it or in-person retreat. Yeah. Okay, so that's the gold and silver trim combo pack. And we have the tropical leaf bundle, still currently available, but y'all know how punches are, so who knows. So it's a tropical leaf stamp set, photopolymer. It's very similar to another stamp set we have or had in the past. I can't remember if it's current. And it's, I'm sure it's not the same exact, but the style of the leaves are very, very similar. So they're tropical leaves, but they're not super realistic. And so there's 2 leaves, a larger one and a smaller one. The larger one fits the punch. 2 vein stamps. You can stamp on top of those. 3, honestly, I guess these are what you put the leaves at the end of, but really thick, tall stems, which I'm sure people will be using those for flowers as well, because it's just a great stamp. Like to put, it's one stamp with the 3 really thick, tall stems to put, you know, flowers on top of and stuff, or just make backgrounds. Like you could do striped backgrounds. It's really cool. And then these greetings, XOXO, love you lots, hello, and thanks so much. They're like print, half cursive, half print, handwritten style. Okay, you've seen the classic letters stamp set. I've shown you that several times, photopolymer. The Rhino Ready bundle. So this is a stamp set and dies. It's red rubber stamps. 3 rhino images. One, they're all outlined. You can color them in. One sitting down, facing forward, doing the splits basically with the little front feet on the ground, just facing forward. One marching to the right, smiling, eyes closed, with a little bird on its back, and one marching to the left, or walking to the left more so, but with its head turned facing front. And then there's a little bird. There is a, what do you call those? It's like, I can't think of what they're called, but for a birthday party, you blow in it and the, let's see if anyone says what it's called. You blow in it and the little piece of paper inflates with air and curls out and curls back in. That thing. It's one of those. A tall grass image, thick grass, like a jungle kind of grass. You can color all of these in. And then greetings. You're built tough, exclamation mark. Hello, friend. You're stronger than you think. It's a great day. Hope your birthday is wild. And those are all caps, but kind of handwritten all caps. And then, of course, dies to coordinate. Within these dies, I just opened this yesterday, but it looks like I haven't noticed samples yet. I'm sure they're out there. Of course, dies to cut out the stamped images, but it looks like you can make trees because there's a branch. I mean, what do you call it? Trunk and branches. I think that must be a tree, but I could be wrong. And then these pieces that could be the tops of trees, but I could also see people using that as clouds. You could even, to me, make this lightning coming out of a tree. Right? I mean, a tree out of a cloud. I'm sure that's not what it is, but, and then another branchy. So anyway, oh, a birthday hat. That's a cool one. You can use that with lots of different stamps that you own. It looks like there's 2 of the little bird dies. There are 2 single leaf dies that kind of, those are going to be similar to the style of, they're much smaller, but similar to the style of tropical leaf. So you could make a cute card with that as well. Okay, so there we go. Rhino Ready. Lost supplies last. Don't get mad at me. Hey, Sharon in Denton. Yes, I didn't know who SGS was. So good that you said that. But, you know, some people don't want their names out there. And so I was like, maybe SGS is incognito. That's cool. But yeah, Sharon, hello. Pam in North Carolina. G. Good morning. Okay, radiating stitches dies. I'm going to show you the physical dies later because I'm using them on one of my cards today. But I think these dies are amazing. I ordered them because I was like, they look pretty cool. But I didn't think too much of them until I cut these out for my team meeting to make this display so they could see them. And they cut these solid rectangles, which actually do layer inside each other. All 3 of them nest together with a stitched sort of edge. Each one's a little different. So there's the 3 rectangles. The biggest one is almost the full size of the front of your card, which I'm using today on one of my cards. It's 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. And then they go down from there. And then there is a heart and 2 circles that have stitching on the edges. The heart and big circle are almost 1 1/2. And then the small circle is like 3/4 of an inch. And someone commented on when I posted this in my VIP group that this larger circle looks like pie crust. So somebody make a card, pie crust. Anyway, I just think these dies are amazing. They are while supplies last. They're $30. They're called radiating stitches. And then you've seen this designer paper. And I just don't have the Hello Irresistible stuff over here because I'm working with it. I have it all laid out to work on my retreat projects with. Okay, so there's that new product. That's not all the new product. That's just some of the new product. This QR code here is a digital business card. If you want some links real quick to some of my stuff, you can scan that on your, not scan it, but you can take a picture of it with your phone or get your camera out and point it at it, and then you can go to that link. Okay, it's called Popple if anyone's interested in checking it out themselves, POPL, if you have a business. So anyway, and then I have my show and tell. So these are swaps here. These are birthday cards I received. Thank you, mostly from my team members at my team meeting on Saturday, this past Saturday, March 4th. And some were delivered or mailed. But anyway, happy birthday, Sunshine. This is, you can't really tell, but it's on sparkly paper. That's from Robin. Thank you so much, Robin. This one is from Shirley. And awesome sponging work there, Shirley. Thank you so much. This one is from Linda. Super cute. Look at that matching envelope. Super cute. This one is, remember, Sarah. Gorgeous. Look at that. She used the mask. I think I mentioned recently on some video that I don't use those very much, but I should. Look how gorgeous that background is. Decorative masks. This one is from Linda, and I was so glad she sent me this. I mean, of course, thank you just in general, but I definitely am going to be making one of these cards coming up, and now I don't have to watch a video. So that's how it can stand up on your desk for display. It's so cute. Of course, it looks better from the front. You see how that's flat. And anyway, thank you, Linda. And I'm definitely going to be using that in upcoming events. I'm just like exposing things here. Martha, super cute. This one is from Linda. Also, this was not a birthday card, but it's a card Linda sent me with some money. And I actually accidentally cut it when I used my letter opener. But isn't that cute? She's got the little cat on there. Super cute. And then this one, Hannah sent me this one. It's what are those called? I'm going to blank out now on the shape of these, what the name of that is, but super cute with the ice creams. It's that punch. It's so cute. She's like, P.S. guess the Stampin' Punch, LOL. So thank you, Hannah. But I love, you can just use letter envelopes for those, whatever these are called. Just a regular letter envelope. And she stamped it and everything, but it is purple. And anyway, and of course, just a normal stamp on there. So I can't think of what those are called, though. I'm blanking out. Shocking. Slimline. Thank you. Slimline. Janet. Woo. Facebook user. Who is that? Pat. Yes. We call them Slimline. The post office probably calls them something else. Oh, and then I got a birthday gift. Maybe there's more cards in here. I don't remember. So thank you, Betsy, for the cute bag and gifts. Oh, darn, there are more cards in here. Maybe those others were all mailed. So I was just saving this to show you guys, and now I can save my bag, of course. Okay, so Betsy gave me, I haven't put it on yet, Betsy, so I can show it on this video, these cute charms for my watch, for the watch band. Super cute. It's got the J on there. Betsy's awesome. Her birthday is actually the same day as mine. And some gummy bears because she was trying to find candy that I could eat because I'm like gluten-free and all that. I have a very special diet. Okay, so here we go. That's the card from Betsy. So gorgeous. This one is from Linda. Heat embossing, love it. This one, check out the matching envelope. It went with this card here. Gorgeous. Elaine Holly. I love that she made her envelope. This one is, oh yeah, this is Kelly, I think. Yes, Kelly. And of course, I love it. New product, Dorothy. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Landa, also brand new product. Thank you, Landa. Oh, I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Of course, this was one day after. No big deal. Oh, and then I got this from Alejandra. Super cute little bag with candy inside, which I am going to eat. Don't worry. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Now we'll show our swaps, and then we're almost ready to stamp. I don't have to cut paper today because I covered up my paper trimmer real good. Okay, so this is my team meeting swaps. Anyone in the team can participate. They just register, and then however many are swapping, that's how many cards you make, and then you get back one of each. It's amazing. So that's another great reason to be a demonstrator, because you have all these opportunities like card swaps. So fun. So this one, actually, I don't. Which one won? Oh my goodness. Oh, this one was our winner. This was by Robin. And everyone at the meeting, when we do them in person, everyone at the meeting gets to vote. But when we do them online, everyone online gets to vote. So everyone gets to vote either way, but just depending on if it's in person or not. So look at this fence. It's on a window sheet there. And then you can open it there. Boom. This is the stuff I used last week on my cards. So cute. So Robin was the winner, voted by the teammates. And Robin's on here. She said, Slimline cards fit standard number 10. Yes, that's what I knew. It was a number, Robin, but I couldn't think. So thank you. Slimline fits number 10. Terry Tehan, good morning from Foggy, Texas. Thanks everybody for telling me Slimline cards. Tammy, good morning. Good to see you here as well. Okay, and then this is one that Betsy made for the swap, and it's a fun fold, and she actually demonstrated how to make these at our team meeting. So it's on our video. So if you join my team, you can watch the video because it's on the Facebook group. The video is. Isn't that cool? So it starts out this way, and then it opens up like this. And it's actually easy. And Betsy demonstrated it step by step. And of course, she used that new product. This is Yolanda's gorgeous card. I bet it was, when you guys were voting, I'm sure it was very hard to pick a winner. This gorgeous card is another fun fold by, no name. Don't forget to put y'all's names on the back. Sticky notes, team meeting. Okay, yeah. Of course, I have to slip that on later. This one is from Alejandra. Super cute. I think that's Host designer paper. You can get free with a $150 order. I mean, it's called Host, but you can get it free with an order. Super cute. This one is from Christine. I don't think I have to take that one out for you to see it good. And this one is from Kelly, I bet, because it's this card she gave me. So cute. That new die. Okay, so there we go. Quick reminder about my ordering special, and then we can jump in and get started here with our cards today. I'm going to make 3 for you. So when you place an online order with me in the month of March, you're going to get a free class packet mailed to you in April, which, by the way, I'm mailing last month's packets today. That's next on my list after this video. Anyway, 25 or more gets you this class packet. Cut, die cut, punch, emboss, ready for you to stamp and assemble. 50 or more gets you the class packet plus a free accessory. So through March 15th, it is the Enamel Dots Essentials. So 50 or more gets you this entire class packet plus the Enamel Dots. And if it's 150 or more, don't use the host code. You need to use the host code, sorry, to get that. It's right here, B9YQ, etc. But if it's 150 or more, don't use the host code. Stampin' Up will go ahead and give you at least $15 in free merchandise. And I will still give you those 2 gifts from me as well. So 25 free class, 50 class and dots. And also this includes shipping. I pay to mail those to you next month. Okay, so I think I made that clear. I feel like I'm forgetting something I'm supposed to say about that, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so today I'm making cards for my, they are the cards for my card class this month. And what I'm doing with my card classes now is using 2 stamp sets or bundles per card class. I'm gonna draw my stuff. So this month we're using the Lighting the Way bundle for 2 of our cards. We make 4, and Irresistible Blooms for 2 of my cards. By the way, the cat got to this. She also, well, you can't see it on here, but I was going through this designer paper and there was a chewed up corner of a designer paper as well. Anyway. Okay, so Irresistible Blooms, 2 cards, Lighting the Way 2 cards. Anyone can take this class. It's $15. It's free. With a $20 order, you need to register for the class, and then you'll get the host code and you can order, or I can invoice you. The deadline is March 16th, but it is while supplies last. We will cut a certain number, and when we run out, we run out. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Irresistible Blooms cards first. And your class packet will look something like this. It will just have 1 more card than what I have in my packet today. And so this is the first card packet. Move these, but hopefully not lose them. Okay, so first of all, we have a basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5. By the way, the missing dies are either in the box for the class or they're packed for Landa to be able to cut with. Which reminds me, does she? Oh no, we didn't use that one. Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5. It's a half sheet of 8.5 by 11. We're going to fold it in half with the bone folder to get a nice crisp fold and no wrinkles or less wrinkles on the inside. The least wrinkles is if you score it with your scoring tool, or your paper trimmer, I should say. Okay, inside your baggie, you're going to, in your clear envelope, you're going to find this soft seafoam cardstock pre-die cut with the Radiating Stitches dies, the ones I was so excited about. So again, but just in case, whatever, the reason I die cut these for my team meeting was because I was looking at them and I was like, does it cut out the inside part or not? Well, let me just die cut it and see. It does not. Now you could nest them and do something like that, run 2 dies or whatever through at one time. But as I showed you already, it just cuts the full rectangle and puts the stitches on the outside. So that's what the dies look like while supplies last, Radiating Stitches dies. And again, I told you the measurements of this piece already. Once it's cut, it's the largest one. It's going to take up almost the full front of the card. And this will be portrait. Okay, my next layer is not currently available. This is Pretty Peacock cardstock. It's coming back, so don't worry. You'll be able to buy yourself some in May. But I had some, and I checked with Landa, and she has a few sheets, so we'll have enough for card class. But it coordinates with this Hello Irresistible designer paper. Pretty Peacock. We know this color is coming back from the past. So this piece, 2 3/4 by 4 1/8, is what fits inside this perfectly in that Radiating Stitches image. But all these measurements will be on my blog, stamptherapist.com, at 11 a.m. Central today. Okay, then I have a piece of this gorgeous Hello Irresistible designer paper while supplies last. 6 by 6 paper. I know I showed it on other videos, so I'll just flip through real quick here, but it's gorgeous. It's not going to be in the catalog. It's just online, but you can currently get it. It has like Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Seafoam. So Lost Lagoon is a color that's coming back as well. It's got these like watercolory images and then some images that match sort of the stamp set and dies. This gorgeous floral image. I think, no, we're not using that on one of these cards. Oh, at bingo tonight, we're using that piece. You get, if you want that bingo packet, you get one of each sheet of this paper in your packet. It's so pretty. Anyway, there's patterns, there's leaves, there's splatter, there's flowers, and some of them do fit the dies as well as the leaves fit the dies. So this paper is just gorgeous. It's called Hello Irresistible. That is a perfect name for it. I'll show you that piece there, because it is irresistible. And this is what I'm using on my retreat as well. Y'all know they're going to be good. Might as well sign up now. Hurry up and sign up so I can order your stuff before it might sell out. Okay, then you're going to have a scrap of basic white. This is just my sample here. A scrap of basic white, 3, I'm blanking on the name, in color opal rounds in the evening evergreen color. 2 small and 1 large. A pre-punched white label, basic white, and that's the lasting label punch, currently available. Who knows? Currently available though. Lasting label. By the way, the entire supply list is on the blog as well, and with I said measurements, recipe cards as well. And then a piece of evening evergreen open weave ribbon, which I'm predicting all of these in color ribbons will retire, but I don't actually know. That's just historically how it is. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with card 1 here. Okay, I did give myself a little panic, like, where are my ink pads? I forgot they're in this tub. This is all ready for card class. All ready to go. This is like if people check out the supplies from me. That's what they check out. Okay, so I'll move these catalogs, and if I need them, they're to my right on the second table if I have a panic moment later. Okay, so for this card, there's 2 flowers in the stamp set. They're kind of like roses, but I don't think they're roses. They're very similar to a rose style flower though. There's a larger one and a smaller one. No leaves or stems attached, just a flower. Anyway, I'm going to use the smaller one. And then there's 2 different sets of, well, actually there's 3 different leaf stamps in this set, but 2 of them are much larger to go to me with these flowers. There's a double leaf image and a triple leaf image. So on this card, I'm going to use the triple leaf image. And just FYI on those, one of the leaves is solid with the veins etched out, and the other 2 are opposite. They're outlines of the leaves. And then on the single, it's 1 solid, 1 outline. Okay, so I think I pulled out all the pieces I need. All the stamps. Oh, no, I didn't. My greeting is going to say thank you. The font on this stamp set is so pretty. It's like hand lettering, sort of. It's really thick, cursive. It's got little where they trail off at the end of the whatever the last letter was. Super cute. Okay, I need crumb cake, evening evergreen, and soft seafoam ink. This table's a mess. There's too much stuff because of the way I have it organized. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the triple leaf image in soft seafoam on this scrap of white. And I'm going to stamp the flower image in crumb cake on this white. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. If you press too hard, you're not going to get a good stamped image. And let me go ahead and add this greeting to my label, my punched label. In evening evergreen. So cute. And it says thank you. One on top of the other. Thank, and then you on bottom. And then I do need to die cut these 2 images out. So of course we'll have all the dies available in the class or the tub. And I want to cut these apart, I should say, before die cutting. And I think we'll just grab this mini die cut machine. You can still get the white mini die cut machine. We have the big one, of course. Oh my gosh, somebody used my machine wrong. I don't like to cut. I like to keep one plate completely clean to cut on or to put on top. I did not do that. I put this out at an event. Anyway, it's fine. You can buy more plates. Okay, so I'm just aligning the stamped image or the die cut with the stamped image on the cutting plate. Of course, you get instructions with your machine, tells you which plates to use because you can emboss and die cut and everything with the one die cutting machine, the big one or the little one. And I'll lock down that top plate. And run it and roll it through. Of course, you only have to roll it through one time unless you have some kind of super, super intricate die that needs a couple of times back and forth. And there you go. I believe I'll have to die cut on the next. I think, yes, I will. But I'll do that again. No problem. Okay. Are you still with me? Yes, Linda says, sure gonna miss those greens. If they go away, yes. We just don't know. But we have to act like they are in case, so we stock up on what we need. That's true. If you're gonna continue to use retired colors. Okay, and then for this card, or for this flower, I'm gonna take, I think dark or light seafoam is fine. Stampin' Blend, which is alcohol-based marker. And I'm just going to, I am using the brush tip, which I usually don't use just because of the size of the images I'm coloring. But I'm just adding a little color to the detail images of this flower stamp, maybe a little in the center there. But remember to be gentle with your brush tip end. You don't want to go straight down and you don't want to press hard. Just always use it from the side, even if you're coloring something more precisely than I am. Otherwise, it frays, and that is not good. We have that, and it just makes it match everything, brings a little color in. You know, we don't have a Lost Lagoon ink pad we can use right now, or I don't anyway. So that just brings it all together. And then for all my Wink of Stella fans, and you need to do this last because you don't want to get glitter all over my Stampin' Blend. Do this last. Add some clear Wink of Stella on top. And this is just literally, it's a glitter brush, so it adds shimmer and shine. It looks better in person. I know you can see the shine there, but it looks much more shimmery and glittery and glitzy in person. And yeah, do that last. I've lost my train of thought, but anyway. Okay, so we're ready to assemble this card. I was going to check the comments, see if I know I saw one thing just now. I have a hamster in shape of a cat too. Nightmare papers, boxes. Yes, Xana, exactly. This cat, I had to take her out of the room on my team Zoom this week, Stampin' Seal, because she was digging inside of a box, like you just said, behind me on camera, and the sound was annoying, everything was annoying. And then she kept jumping on my chair on the back of it, and I'm like, I'm literally doing a business Zoom here, please. Okay, so I'm going to add adhesive to the designer paper. By the way, I forgot to mention the design I'm using is a soft sea foam Lost Lagoon Pretty Peacock color palette with Pretty Peacock leaves. And it's basically that 3-leaf image as if I stamped it all over here, but they did it for me. You could even die cut these leaves out if you want. And then there's actually all 3. So there's the 2-leaf image, the small 3-leaf image, and the large 3-leaf image. You would be able to die cut all of those out as well. But we're just using this rectangle to go inside the pretty peacock cardstock. So I'm gluing that flat. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the radiating stitches piece, which is soft seed foam, on the card base. And I did find, because sometimes I'll just put little pieces of adhesive on the sides, not fully on the full rectangle. And I guess because of the stitching, it looked floppy on here. So I did find I wanted to put adhesive fully around the perimeter this time. I don't always do that. Okay, so that goes right in the center of my white card base. And then I'll add this rectangle of peacock on dimensionals. Let's see what y'all were saying. Thank you, Linda. I think this card is pretty. Hopefully you guys will too. I'm going to go ahead and put 9 mini Stampin' Dimensionals. We have big ones as well, the regular. But I like the minis, and I'm going to put 9 on here. You can put as many or few as you like. And this just, again, goes right in the center. Fits perfectly in that radiating stitches area. For my thank you, or on the back of thank you, I'm going to add adhesive, a couple of rows at the top and bottom. And then I'm just going to take this evening evergreen open weave ribbon, which is 7 3/4 inches long. And I'm going to fold it back and forth like that. And then from the front, I'm going to place this greeting on top of it. See how you can pick it up if you don't like your placement, and just attach it like that. I think I do want to move it a little lower. It's very easy to pull off and move, but you want to look at it from the front, not the back, because from the back, you cannot tell if the front looks cute or not. So like that. And then I'll add Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of this. And then, by the way, I think everybody knows this, but I post the full pictures of these cards in my VIP Facebook group and my blog every week. I'll go a little higher. Okay, so I'm placing this greeting toward the bottom left, but definitely not all the way to the bottom left of this card. And then I'm just going to go ahead and attach the leaves behind the flower to make it one piece. So kind of top right of the flower, just a little adhesive on the back of the flower, just so it's one piece. And then I'll add that on with dimensionals. And it's going to be partially on the thank you, which is raised up, and partially off. So I'll need dimensionals on this right side. But also I want to make sure this leaf doesn't hang over the right side of my card, and because then it would not go in an envelope very well. So just pay attention to that is the point. I'm just going to add one dimensional right there where the leaf and flower meet. There we go. And then the in color opal rounds, which I think I said, I don't remember if I said this, but I predict those will retire as well. I'm going to put a couple up here on the top right, a large one and a small one, and then one more small on the thank you greeting bottom left. Okay, so that is the card. I was going to say this earlier and I got distracted, but I'll say it now. When you take this class, you might get that piece of the designer paper, or you might get this design of the designer paper. To be able to have enough for a class, it's always nice if you can find a couple of designs in the pack that will work. And there's another leafy design that's different than this one. Like you know what I mean? The actual pattern is different. And I have it right here in the front. And it's more, it doesn't fit the dies, and it's more of a leaves growing from the bottom to the top, just vines, branches, whatever, with leaves coming off, some splatter. It's a little bit lighter than the other one, but I think they both look fine. So there you go. Card number 1. Thank you, Xana. Thank you, Facebook user. Joni, thank you so much. Let's see. Jackie, thank you. Pat, thank you. Eleanor, thank you. Terry. Hey, Terry, good morning. Pat says, love this DSP. Yes. Janet says, I'm so happy they're bringing Peacock and Lagoon back. Definitely. Let's see. I have one that sits up curled on my shoulder, around my neck, from one shoulder to the other, or scratching in boxes. Yes. Never had one like her. Yes, Anna, mine will, this cat we're talking about, my cat. So that was card number 1. And you can have a chance to win the cards by commenting on the video today, even on replay, or sharing the video and commenting that you shared, or both. She'll come up to me and put her paws up on, like, above my knee, and it means pick me up, and then I have to put her on my shoulder, like where she hangs over my shoulder, and basically hold her like a little baby. It's really sweet, but sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to work. Okay, card number 2. This is the second from card class this month. You can take this class, get all 4 card designs, cut, die cut, punched, and embossed, sent to you, ready to stamp and assemble, or you can come take it in person or whatever. Okay, so card number 2, we have a 5.5 by 8.5 card base like normal. Fold it in half. It'll be another portrait card. And then, as you see in the packet, we have 3 more in color opal rounds, but these are the pink ones. They are what is it? Polished pink, but I'm using them with Flirty Flamingo, but they are polished pink. And then we have a piece of basic white, the full size here. You can get all the measurements on the blog for the front of the card. So white on white, but this one has been embossed with this amazing embossing folder that you can get right now online while supplies last with it's called Basics 3D embossing folders, and it's a set of 3 folders. It's $30, so of course $10 each. And I've shown these already on a previous video, but you get the 3 different folders. They're all thick. They're all card front sized. And the one I'm using is all these little hash marks. It's such a great background. There's also this one that's like flowers. You can even make it be, what do they call it? Like starfish or stars. It's like the little flowers, but then there's a pattern in between. It's, it's just a pattern. And then, of course, the dots that are very large, round dots. They literally are shaped like those loose dots that are temporarily not available. So all 3 for $30 in the online store right now. So we have all that. Then we have a layer of Flirty Flamingo cardstock. Measurements on the blog, but I think it's 4x4. Then the next layer is this basic white. It's a little bit smaller than the Flirty Flamingo, and we have cut that circle from the middle. I can't remember where I put right here, the dies for Landa. So it's this die right here. So when you die cut this, it does not cut a circle out that is a round piece to put on something. It cuts a circular image out of the middle of your cardstock with all these details. Now, you probably will have to poke some pieces out from your class packet, depending on what falls out when we die cut it for you, just like I'm doing right now. A lot of them do fall out, though. It's cuts really well, of course. And then, so we have that. You will also have the inside piece that falls out, and you need that. We're going to use that as a white scrap. Then you're going to have a circle of a piece of the designer paper. It is from our Layering Circles dies. And I tried the stitched one and I did not like that for what I'm doing. So this is the 2 5/8 layering circle. 2 5/8. Which is these circles and scallop circle dies that you can still get. Okay, so the reason I use this is I wanted the designer paper in the background of the circle, but for this type of class where you're not getting a pack of paper with the fee, I would have to use one piece per person to be able to cut a square big enough to go behind there. So I looked for a solution, and this circle can be cut out of a 3 by 3 square. And if you glue it to the center of the Flirty Flamingo, and then when you put this on top, and by the time we add our flowers and stuff, nobody's going to notice that it's, you know, not perfect with these dots, line circles. Hopefully that makes sense. Nobody's going to notice. So I have a couple of designs here I can use. They are the sort of just plain watercolory with some daffodil and Flirty Flamingo and white mixed in. Watercolor backgrounds. There's basically these two. Yep, they're different that I will be able to use for the class. But they're different on the back side. So hopefully that makes sense. And that is a solution to use less paper, especially when it's a 6 by 6 designer paper that you're trying to use for multiple classes there. If that multiple cards, I should say. Okay, then we're going to have a scrap of basic white. Oh yeah, you just will have one scrap of basic white. I'm going to stamp a sample while I'm here. For some leaves, we have this scrap for our flower, and then a particular size of white for our greeting. It's 3/4 by like 2.5. All right, so let's stamp it. We're going to use the larger flower. So your larger flower will fit in that piece that falls out when you die cut the circle, and some 2 leaves I think will fit in there. Or if you cut it with specialty paper, Betsy showed this at our team meeting. She die cut the circle out with specialty paper. Then she just die cut some, like, you can die cut these fancier leaves out as well. Or anything, just save it. Like, don't, obviously that's not going to be trash. Okay, so I'm going to use the 2 flower image, the large flower, and this card's going to say, hooray, it's your day. And I need Flirty Flamingo and soft seafoam. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, so in soft seafoam, we're going to do 2 sets of leaves. It's the double leaf image. We're just going to stamp it twice on this rectangle scrap. And I'm just going to quickly stamp my sample for the class and for Landa. Okay, and that's it. Soft seafoam. And then Flirty Flamingo. Oh, by the way, a hint, in case I'm sure y'all all know this as well. These colors, we're all assuming, are going to be in the new catalog. So Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, Soft Seafoam. Pretty safe to say those will still be available when we have this color transition thing. We'll see, but you know. Okay, the flower. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. You're going to get a mess. If you do, right in the center of that white. Perfect. And then, hooray, it's your day. We're going to stamp on there. Let me put my stamps. I'm trying to keep this neat. So on this, I'm going to stamp hooray, it's your day right approximately in the center of this white strip. And then I'll cut the 2 ends off. Okay. Put this puzzle back together. Putting all the stamps back in the tub is a challenge sometimes. And then we need the larger leaf die, larger flower die, smaller leaf die. And for hooray, it's your day, I'm just going to cut each end at an angle. Now the last card or the next card I'm going to make is with a Lighting the Way bundle, which is so cute. And I probably would not have bought it if someone hadn't used it on the crafting cruise in such an amazing swap. And actually I borrowed Landa's for the ones I'm making. Sorry, to make my samples, and then I ordered mine. But I'm going to tell you all about that too, because that's another story, something I discovered. And we went through all that. But long story short, I'm using Landa stamps right now. Okay, so I'm going to die cut flower and leaf. By the way, this completely works on your large machine. I'm just doing this for camera, the small one. Whatever you prefer. And I need to do one more leaf there. See how that fit in there? So cool. One more. How are we doing? Thank you, Cindy. Xana says, love them, but how many embossing folders do I really need? Well, depends on who you're asking. Oh my goodness. How many everything do we really need? I do love that texture though on this one. I still need to find something to use the dots on. I know it's out there. I just haven't found it yet. And I've seen cute samples with it, with the dot one. The flower one, I haven't noticed people using, but that could be because it's a subtle background and I'm not noticing it. You know, anyway. I'd be curious to see if you guys have used it. Darling, a lot. Exactly. Because it's always like that one project you're making where you're like, oh, if I only had blank, whatever it might be. That one special style of folder or whatever. Okay. It's all cool though. You can always find something that works. Okay, so let me attach this white embossed to the card base. I think. Let's go in here. Yes. No, this is mine. I'm going to add something to this tub real quick. I forgot to put take your pick tool in there for them. Anyway, I'll close that one up. Okay, so I just added some adhesive to this one because it's different. The whole thing's embossed. It's fine. It's pretty flat, even though it's very textured. It's not like all raised up. Okay, then I'm going to attach this circle just right to the center. I'm not measuring. It will be good enough, but if you're really particular, you can measure in from each side. But about to the center of this Flirty Flamingo square. And by the way, random, if this was a different color, it looks like, well, it could look like a planet. It looks like a planet or a moon to me if it was a different color. But anyway, it's not what it is. Okay, so for this die cut square basic white that is has the big circle cut out of the middle, I attached it with Stampin' Dimensionals, and this is just me. I did use more dimensionals than normal, so I'm gonna do about 3 on each corner, like a triangle. And then I'm gonna add some to the 4 sides. I'm gonna have to cut them in half, and these are my minis. But I did not put any on these dots. You could. I just let them sort of flop and sink in a little bit. It would be a lot of trimming down dimensionals to really tiny sizes if you chose to do that. And I didn't want to choose to do that. So I'm going to cut a couple in half. I did try to put full ones, but they were showing on the outside when I did that because I was trying to be lazy. A couple of these minis in half to go on the 4 other, or whatever, these 4 sides that are near the circle. So that's what I did. Snap a picture for me to put on my instructions. might screenshot that later. And I'll just peel all these off. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm making a mess behind the camera. Okay. So then this circle, I mean this square is smaller than the Flirty Flamingo. So just center it. There you go. So it gives the effect of the designer paper in the background, and I did think about embossing this Flirty Flamingo, but I was afraid it would get too busy, so I didn't even try it. So yeah, that's another suggestion maybe. And I did just run out of adhesive. Refill here. Stamp and seal. So when you refill this, take that time or take advantage, whatever, you've got it open and clean out all the gunk from the opening. This one actually doesn't have very much, but sometimes there's a lot, and that will mess with you later, especially if it builds up and builds up. So clean it out when you change out your adhesive. And then there's 2 holes here, 2 things to stick in the holes there. That's how you refill it. And a cool tip is if you already have some adhesive on your project, you use that to get it started. And so now it's already started. Okay. So this rectangle or the square, I'm putting toward the top, but not all the way to the top, but just more toward the top than bottom of the card. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other flower, except this one on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and attach the 2 leaves to the bottom. It's 4 leaves really, but 2 pieces of paper. Just kind of coming out the bottom there. And then this whole piece will go on the top left corner where the circle is. And so I will attach the top part. I'm trying to check my sample. Yeah, the top part flat, because that's going to touch this raised up section, and then dimensionals at the bottom that will be in the middle of the circle. So put about 3 there, and that 1 can overlap where the leaves touch the flower. I think it's pretty secure, but you know. So something like that. Then our greeting, oh, there's supposed to be ribbon in here. Darn it. Did I write down my measurement? Yes, 11 1/4 inches of ribbon. Hold on. I must have put it away. Okay, it's the Whisper White crinkled seam binding. I need 11 1/4 inches. And I need to color it. So close up that box because I thought I was done with it. The Flirty Flamingo Dark Stampin' Blend. I'm going to use the brush tip end, and I just want this ribbon to be pink. So I'm going to lay the brush tip on its side and color the ribbon. Definitely put scratch paper underneath, and it can even bleed through your scratch paper. So just make sure you're protecting your table really well. After you color it, you can go back and check to see if you missed any spots. Usually it's an edge that I missed. And if anything's not dark enough, you can even always do 2 layers if you want. I don't really see any white spots, I don't think. But you can do 2 layers or as many layers as you want to get it darker, all that stuff. So you can always take your white or lighter colored ribbons and color them that way. You can also take a light green, pink, purple, whatever, and make it a darker green, pink, purple, whatever. Learned that trick from a team member recently. Okay, so I'm going to make a bunny ear bow. 2 bunny ears. Lots of space in between them. If it's real tight, right, side by side, you won't be able to move anything. So lots of space. 2 tails. Bunny ear is in each hand. All my fingers are pointing at me. I'm going to take my right hand, and all the ribbon's flat, by the way. See how it's flat it is? Take the right one and cross over the left, and then push that ear down into the rabbit hole, and then pull. And then, of course, you need to fix it and make it look cute. Now, there should have been ribbon already in that packet, but that's because I prepared this packet, and obviously I forgot. Landa wouldn't do that to you. Okay, so I have my bow. It's pretty even, just barely need to trim, but of course that's usually not the case. And what I'm going to do with the bow is attach it. I'll use a mini glue dot, but I'm going to attach it to the back. Well, the back of the greeting. So I'm going to put the glue dot on the front of the bow. Not that it really matters because the knot is hidden. And then attach it to the back of the greeting like that. Then I'll flip the greeting over and add some dimensionals. And attach it to my card. And we're almost pretty much done with this card. It's okay if your glue, by the way, your dimensionals stick to your ribbon because you want the ribbon to hold that shape. So that's like a little security there. And then this greeting goes right down here, bottom right of the square, a little below the whole thing, down past the flirty flamingo a little bit. And there it is. And then our dots, what are they called? In color opal rounds. Do a large and a small up here in the top right white corner, and 1 small bottom left. That is it. Card number 2. Could you cut, I'm trying to process, on the outside of that ringtone? Yes, Sandy, for sure. I think if I'm interpreting your question right, because always when I do these videos, my brain goes crazy. She's asking if you can cut around this piece here and cut out the circle. 100% yes. I don't know if I have any samples like that, but I might. Yeah, right here. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. This one, I believe, well, Kelly just hand cut around it and made a border. If you had a die that size, you could do that. I haven't measured our dies. And apparently I don't have another sample that does that. But you can, flip through these real quick. You can also, what Betsy showed us at our team meeting is she just snipped right here at each one, wherever it's connected, she snipped. And then she went back and rounded it a little bit. So 100% you can do that. Yes. All right. So that is card number 2, card class this month. Free with a $20 order, or you can just pay $15 to get the 4-card class packet sent to you. You also have a chance to win these cards on today's video by commenting on the video replay or live and sharing the video and commenting that you shared. Both of those get you entries. All right. Here it is. I'm like, where is this class packet? Okay, class packet number 3 and card number 3. We're moving on to the Lighting the Way bundle. So this is a really gorgeous stamp set, or bundle, I should say. So it's in the mini catalog. Number one is it comes in photopolymer or red rubber. Landa and I both ordered red rubber, but Landa and I both would have ordered photopolymer if we had realized it. But we knew about this, but we both glossed over it when we were ordering. Who knows why? Our brains, again, it went crazy. So I'm actually going to order it in photopolymer and use that for my clubs. Because it's just a little easier to see what you're doing. But everybody has their own preferences. You can order either one. It's the same cost. So that's info number one. Number two is the stamp set called Lighting the Way. It has three larger and one really small, leafy, backgroundy, greenery type images. Kind of like that greenery stamp set we have or had. Can't think of the name. So three large, one small. Then there are 3 different firefly images or lightning bug, whatever you want to call them. Large, medium, small. They're pretty solid. You do not have to color them in. The only thing not colored in is the tail that lights up. Then there's 3 messy dot images. So they're circles, but slightly messy at the edges. And they can represent light. So you can stamp them directly on these. They are circles, but you can stamp them directly on these firefly images on the tail to give that glow. I'm going to use it on one on this lantern here, which we'll talk about in a minute. Or they can just be circles. Like you can do all kinds of stuff with those. Then there's this image here, which I thought was, in my head, it's like dots and then little fireflies in it, like tiny, tiny, in a pattern. Basically, they're flying. And it's like a swarm, sort of. I mean, kind of. I thought it was like a flight line from coming out of the tail. But then I realized, oh, there's dragonflies in there. That's just like swarming to the light, sort of, you know, the lantern light or whatever. Anyway, there's that image. And then last but not least, the greetings. Thanks for lighting the way. You are all kinds of wonderful and follow your dreams. And the dies are what's amazing. There is this huge lantern die, and it actually cuts out super smooth and easy, and hardly any pieces fall out. So it's not like all these little scraps. There's like a piece on each side and these 4. That's it. Oh, and the circle up here. Like, that's it. It's so cool. Then there's these dragonfly dies. Firefly dies. You can make this large firefly, which I'm making on our first card, with 3 dies, wings, body, and then the light up part. You can make these just a small solid one, and there's 3 dies for that. There's the lantern, like a gas lantern, basically. And then to images or dies to cut out all the stamped images. It's awesome. Hey, Linda, thanks for sharing. So let me see, Facebook user, who is this? Elner. Oh, I bet you're talking about Irresistible Blooms is your favorite sweet Stampin' Up's ever made. That is awesome. And hopefully you got yours since it's while supplies last. Or I know it's coming back for now, but you know, y'all know what I mean. Okay, so card, let's make this card. The card base is basic white, 5.5, 8.5. And we will make 2 cards for this in card class. I'm going to show you the other one, but I'm only making this one today. That's just for time. Y'all know my videos are long. This will be a portrait style card as well. My next layer is Daffodil Delight. And it's going to go on the front of the card. And then the next layer on top of that is designer paper. And this is the Enjoy the Journey, I believe, is the name. I got it buried here under a bunch of stuff. Yes, Enjoy the Journey. It's in our mini catalog. You could even get it, could have gotten it free during Celebration that last month. And it's just gorgeous paper. But it has this sheet that is just all starry sky with white, almost like chalk smudged on there. And then little star images. Not stars. Dots. It's like a sky. So there's dots, And then there's a couple of different types of stars, but tiny. It's gorgeous. I feel like the camera kind of washes it out. It looks more pretty in person. So we have a piece of that to go on top of the daffodil. And I just think it's perfect for this particular card. So a piece of that. And then we have a piece of Daffodil Delight with a piece of white that's going to go on top of it. These are rectangles, measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. So we're going to stamp on this white one, but it will go on the daffodil. So let me leave it there for now. A strip for my greeting. I got some dirt on there, but whatever. It's a 5/8 inch wide strip for my greeting. Got some ribbon here, the Starry Sky metallic woven ribbon. And then you will have in your kit pre-die cut for you. This is kind of creepy, by the way. I bet if I had that die cut laying somewhere and I didn't remember, I would think it was a bug. It looks cute when it's all put together, but this is the body part of the firefly. It's kind of creepy. And then here's the light up part that goes behind it, and that's Daffodil Delight. And then the wings, which I cut out of cardstock vellum. It's like it has 2 sets of wings. By the way, I was Googling fireflies because I was like, what are lightning bugs called? I couldn't remember. And I found out it's fireflies. I'm like, oh yeah, duh. And it said like they are a beetle. FYI, they are a beetle. But anyway, look at the detail on this lantern. It gives you these lines. Like, it's so cool. And I'm going to show you, hopefully I won't forget to show you a couple of bonus samples from swaps I've received with this lantern. And at least on one of them, they cut out the pieces in another color paper and filled in those 4 holes there. But anyway, let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to use stamp. Let me just stamp my greeting real fast to get that out of the way. So I'm going to use Starry Sky. Everything's in a tub for classes, so I'm digging it out. And the greeting. This card is going to say, thanks for lighting the way. So cute. It's like a handwritten font. Skinny. They used a skinny pen to handwrite this. Cursive. Cute. Just someone with really nice handwriting. Thanks for lighting the way. So that's Starry Sky right in the center of that basic white. And then you're going to cut the ends off just like the other card I cut the ends off of. So at one angle, one direction, both sides. There's that. And then on this piece here, it's rectangle, we're going to stamp the largest dot of light here in crushed curry. And later I was like, why didn't you use crushed curry cardstock? I don't know, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm just sticking with it. And it looks fine. But crushed curry is more of a light color to me, like L-I-G-H-T, light color. Okay, so what I did, because I was nervous about aligning this circle where I wanted it to go in the middle of the lantern, is I put it on my Stamparatus. Actually, I put it at the top. Yep. So here's my Stamparatus, stamp positioning tool. It's amazing. You get 2 plates with one purchase. They pop out so you can actually turn it around and put another stamped image on this side and stamp. So that's 2 surfaces. Then when you add this one, that's 4 stamping surfaces on one machine. Open on one side. You can put 12 by 12 paper in there. There's these hinges, so you can move it down the line to do repeated patterns. Just always pull it straight or up 90 degrees to move it in and out. Comes with the magnets. It comes with a foam piece that you would put on here if you're using photopolymer. So I'll be switching this out with my photopolymer stamp when my order comes in. But anyway. And then I just kind of marked these 2 corners. This is some scratch paper, which you can purchase for the Stamparatus as well. It's the perfect exact size. And so I marked those corners as to where to put this rectangle of white. But I really am using these lines. So the corner markings are just to tell me it's this line and this line. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I'm going to hold it down with the magnets. Of course, you really want to open this flat on your table. I'm just trying to fit it in the camera. And there's no need, zero need to smash this down and ink up this whole thing. There's no need for that. Just touch. Because first of all, there's no need. Second of all, you'll be able to re-ink it if you want more ink. That's pretty darn good, though. I don't think I need any more ink. But if I did, tap, tap, tap. Close it again. Press. And don't press crazy hard with this kind of image, because you don't need to. It's really dark now. And then keep it... Well, basically, the circle's a little lower. So if you're like me and you do a bunch of crazy stuff before you put your card together, you might forget and turn it upside down. But the circle is more toward the bottom, and that's where it's going to go in our lantern. So super simple. And then let me grab the scratch paper again. You definitely cannot, we're going to make a glow around here, a yellow glow, a light. You cannot do this and go straight to your card, because you're going to get an ugly blob and it's going to look terrible. Maybe if you start right in the center, it would disguise it, but just start on the scratch paper and then go to your card. And this is our mini blending brush, small blending brush. You can use the large one too. It'll be fine. And just make a glow, whatever amount of glow you want. It's the light coming out. So you can make it bigger, this size, whatever you want. Isn't it pretty? It can come outside of the lantern as well, I think. And that's it. Super simple. Super simple. Back in the tub. Yeah, so let's put it together. We're going to thank you, Linda. Hey, Chris in snowy Iowa. We call them lightning bugs here in North Carolina too. Love it. Yeah, I was like literally blanked out on the word firefly. So I Googled it because I didn't want to look dumb on the video, even though I keep saying dragonfly. I was like, oh yeah, fireflies, duh. Which I do call them fireflies in general, but when I was a kid, it was more country. And we call them lightning bugs. So funny. We still, we get those around our house all the time at that time of year. Okay, so designer paper to daffodil, daffodil to card base. Then I could attach this now or later, but I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet and add adhesive. Although you really, so let me show you on the back of the lantern. I'm going to add adhesive to the top and bottom. That's really all you need, honestly. It's not going to fall off your card, right? But the only other place I might add is a little to the two thick sides. I do not think it's necessary to put it in the middle. You're just going to make glue show. Whatever kind of glue you use, it's probably going to show. It's not necessary. How is that going to come off of your card? But whatever y'all want to do. So anyway, just some adhesive there. I use the silicone sheet, which protects my table from, everything from getting excess adhesive on it. And there's that. And then I'm just going to set that aside. Let me assemble the firefly. I'm trying to see if y'all are saying this is creepy or not. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say the colors. The bug's body, I did basic black. Again, super creepy. Daffodil Delight for the light up part. And then I did say the color of the wings. Okay, so I'm just going to use my silicone sheet and add some adhesive at the bottom back of the body. And then just attach that down to the daffodil piece. Then I will use a mini glue dot for the wings. There will be a top and bottom. You'll just want to look close up and see which is which. But I'm going to use a mini glue dot. And it will show, but I'm not worried about it. So right there. And then there. So there's the firefly. And we can put all these pieces on our card. So I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on the you could do it either way. I think what I'll do is attach my greeting at the bottom of this first. So I'm going to add some adhesive at the top of this greeting, and it just goes across the bottom. It does actually fully cover up the daffodil part at the bottom, which is fine. Grab my eraser. I got some excess adhesive there. I'm just using an adhesive remover. These actually come in my adhesive kits that you can add on to classes. But yeah, okay. I want this to be one piece so that when I put it on here, I'll know how high or low I want it. Now I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals. I keep thinking I'm done with that silicone craft sheet. Plus, this will allow me to, like the greeting won't have a weird transition where it's like flopping half on, half off of the yellow piece, if that makes sense. Just do something like that. All right. What do y'all think about lighting the way? So see, I'm just going to basically center this top to bottom and left to right, but it's a little bit taller now than it was with that greeting added on. Stampin' Dimensional, or however many you want for your dragonfly. I mean, firefly. Maybe I will do 2. And I'm putting it in the top right corner facing down. It's flying into the, or toward the light. And then last but not least, I'm going to make a bow with a double bow with my ribbon here. So I've got my measurement 20 3/4 inches. And then what I'll put in the card class written instructions is to fold it in half and cut it in half. And then treat both of those as one piece. Now with this ribbon is so skinny that I do not do bunny ears. You can, but I have trouble with that. I just do a normal bow. And then have to fix it. And sometimes you have to do it again because your strings are not even, your tails. But the point is, for me, the bunny ears is difficult. Oh my gosh. I always get confused which side I need to add more ribbon to when I do this, the left side or the right side. Whatever. You'll have plenty of ribbon to work with. So I'm just going to trim all my tails to be even. Basically, I'll just cut off these ones that are too long. Yes, it looks awesome. Another glue dot. And I put the bow right there at the bottom left little corner of the lantern. Sorry. And that's it. Get it together, Jennifer. That's it. Isn't that cute? Don't you just have to have the lantern now? I know, Valley Chick brings back childhood memories. The fireflies do. Yes, for sure, for sure. Hey, Ro, watching while building recipes for next stamp class and loving every one of your cards. Thank you so much. Yay, Carmen just got that bundle or just ordered it. It'll be coming in. Yay. Thank you, Sandy. Thanks. Sorry, I'm looking. There's no name. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks, Janet. Jean. Robin, thank you. Thank you, Marcia. Yes, Robin. Card class. Woohoo. Who said, oh, Eleanor, thank you. Okay, so that is card number 3 that you can win today. Let me bring in all the other ones I made, so all 3, I guess. And then I'll show you the 4th card. So this is card class this month. Anyone can take it anywhere in the U.S. And our 4th card doesn't have a firefly on it at all. It uses the greenery images from the stamp set along with some shimmer paper and a punch, an awesome punch here for our greeting, some freesia ribbon. It's just a really feminine. So it's like, you know, you can definitely do different stuff with Stampin' Up's products. The same bundle. Of course, just change the colors and your cards can look completely different. But anyway, so there is that card that, of course, you'll have your full step-by-step instructions in the PDF tutorial. All the supplies will be there if you're at the in-person class, all that stuff. Like I said, there's dies to match all these greenery pieces. So we're going to die cut some of those out. But that's card class for this month. I want to remind you about my recipe cards for the 3 cards I made today over on the blog at 11 a.m. Central. In a couple of minutes from now. And then I just have some extra samples to share with you from the 2 bundles I used today. So this is the Irresistible Blooms bundle. Extra samples I have. You've probably seen most of these from me already, if not all, but you know, it always helps to like, okay, yeah, remember there's other cute stuff you can do with that. This is totally where I took the idea to color my flower for my card. See? And then before I focus on those, let me grab these swaps again, because these will be getting integrated into my sample. So there's that die we just used on Hello Irresistible. Here is that fun fold I showed earlier with Hello Irresistible. This is a belly band that slides off, and then they have this awesome opening, which this, of course, is the new paper that's in the online store that is also while supplies last, and we'll be using that in the retreat. It matches really well with this product line. This one uses that die that I didn't use today. I need to use this on Bingo in gold, by the way. I keep pushing that one Bingo packet I have. Anyway, I just think this card's gorgeous, and that's one of the dies that comes with Hello Irresistible, but I didn't use it today. And then we had the fun fold from Betsy, which uses the dots, loose something dots, can't think of the name, and the die, and you know, all that stuff. These flowers I think are just cut from the designer paper. So anyway, there you go. And then here's my 2 gorgeous dragonfly cards. This one is from Betsy also. She made this one. Look at that. So you can, well, she actually did what I did. Oh my gosh, she put the wings in the back. I wonder if that would have been better. Yeah. Oh, I'd have to cut everything, but so this is attached behind. Let me try it on mine. I can fix it later. Sorry, y'all know I get distracted. Anyway, isn't that card gorgeous? So she obviously ran the lantern through this gold. I'm gonna try to think of the name of that paper. Gold. It's a 6x6 pack of paper. Let's see what I'm doing. It's fine because I can recut myself a black body later if I ruin this. What was I saying? I lost it. Oh, the 6x6. I don't know, but it comes with gold and rose gold, this paper. Okay, side note, look, I think it does look better that way. Yes. Okay, I'm going to change my instructions. I'm going to have to take a new photo and everything, but it's too late for the ones that are going out already. That looks a lot better. And it's a lot more bug-like because the wings are like appearing out of nowhere. Okay, good thing I looked closely at this. Anyway, here's the single dragonflies. You can cut out the little bitty ones. And there's that part. And by the way, this card is super cute in the style of it. And then this one, I don't remember who made it. It might have been Julie. Was it you, Julie? On our cruise. And she put vellum back there that's colored. I'm assuming she sponged it or something with yellow, but it's vellum. And I looked, and I think she hand cut that, which I was like, no, I won't be doing that. The greenery down here for like grass. Isn't that gorgeous? And see how she used that circle stamp, and it's like a glow coming off the firefly. Cool. So there we go. That looks a lot better with the black on top. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Betsy, gorgeous card, definitely. You know my favorite, I'm sure. Yes, Hello Irresistible was the first thing I bought from the online special. Perfect, Eleanor. Pat says, really cute card. I did just have to buy it recently. Exactly. That's what happened to me. I, quote, had to buy it. I was forced. Yes, the swaps were definitely cool. Yes, Julie says, I made it and I hand cut the vellum. Woo! That is commitment. Thank you, Janet. Thanks, Facebook user Pat. Awesome. Well, everyone have a great day and a great week. I hope to see you guys back next week. Maybe you won't have snow anymore. Knock on wood, hopefully for you guys. Unless you like snow, and then, hey, why not? Yeah, so any questions on anything, let me know. Y'all have a great one. Hey, Landa, thank you. I was wondering if you were here today. It was literally going through my head as I was talking. All right, see you guys later. Bye.